This is the best Chick-fil-A style recipe you'll find. Perfect buns and oozing with sauce. If that's what you're here for, you're in the right place.
All right, homemade bun, homemade pickles, homemade sauce. Let's see if it's the real deal. Today we're making some Chick-fil-A. I'm remaking my last video. Think I could do a whole lot better. For our Chick-fil-A, I'm gonna start with chicken. Cut this open and place them on a tray. Just cutting off some of the excess fat here. Oh, they snuck 5 in here. Pretty sure it's usually 4. Anything like that I like to cut off. Wow, this is a big boy right here. Look at how big this one thing is. I'm gonna spread them open so that they can get the max amount of seasoning and throw this away. Mix together 3 tablespoons of kosher salt, 1 tablespoon of sugar, and 2 teaspoons of MSG. I'm gonna shake that up well, and then just generously season all the chicken here. I wanna make sure we're doing both sides here. Just give them a flip. All right, these are good for now. We're gonna wrap them in some plastic wrap, store them in the fridge for at least 30 minutes or an hour. But the longer you keep them in the fridge, the better they're gonna taste. Overnight's preferred here. Just gonna do 1 piece all the way down, and then put that in the fridge. Now that the chicken has rested, we're gonna get our bread and washing station. Grab 2 cups of flour. Then you'll want 2 tablespoons of garlic powder, 1 tablespoon of powdered sugar, smoked paprika, kosher salt, ground white pepper, and 2 teaspoons of MSG. Mix that around. Next, for our wash station, we have 2 eggs and 1 cup of whole milk. We're gonna start by dunking the chicken, then we're gonna pat it into the flour, back into the wash, back into the flour, and then it'll be done. Ooh. And we're gonna go right here on the edge. We're gonna get a little flour so it doesn't stick to the pan. Next, we're gonna take the tablespoon measure and a little egg wash, drop it in, and a little more. Now violently mix this up, and that's gonna create little beads that are gonna stick together onto the chicken, and they're just gonna be a crispy bite. So, we go into the egg, fully submerged, and into the flour, throw it over the top, pack it down, flip it over, same thing. Now for that extra crispiness, I'm gonna go back into the egg and then back into the flour. Oh boy, I hope we have enough flour. Should be enough. Now that our chicken's breaded, it's ready to be fried. Let's make the Chick-fil-A sauce in the meantime before we fry it. I'm gonna start with some mayonnaise here. You can go as much as you want. I'm gonna do everything I have. It's a lot of mayonnaise. Kobe. Now I'm gonna put about that much barbecue sauce in. Might need to get a new one. All right, new bottle. Keep filling. Next, we're going with a little mustard. I'm gonna do a whole lemon here. And finally, a little honey. Guess I need a spoon for this one. I'm gonna mix this up. Here's our Chick-fil-A sauce. Put that aside. It's time to fry. Go ahead and get the heat on. And fill it up with as much oil as you need. Put my thermometer in. Let me just turn the light on so you can get a better view.
Heat the oil up to 350 degrees, then lower and not drop. You don't want to splash oil on your face. Lower the chicken into the oil and fry for 3 to 5 minutes, or until golden and crispy. Place the chicken on a wire rack and rest for 5 to 10 minutes. And be sure to fry in batches. Overcrowding can result in uneven cooking.
Next, you're gonna get out a pan and some butter so you can toast your buns.
And if you want to see my video on brioche buns, I put that link in the description.
Make sure that one's totally covered like that on the bottom, and then leave it to toast. You want to soak up all the butter with the bread and let them toast for a minute or 2. Finally done with all the cooking. I got the fried chicken here, Chick-fil-A sauce, pickles I made earlier, and the buns I made yesterday. I'm gonna start with the bottom bun. Give it a little Chick-fil-A sauce. Give the chicken something to stick to. Got our fried chicken. I'm gonna go back on top with a little more Chick-fil-A sauce. It's all right if it drips. I'm gonna go 2 pickles on each. Get my next one. Ooh, that's a nice toasted bun. This is bigger than you're gonna get too at Chick-fil-A. Don't worry, I'm not going light on the sauce for you today. That one's a beauty. Try that for style. Look at this monster. Looks kind of like a TIE fighter in Star Wars. Use your imagination. Look at that absolute monster. Holy moly, that thing's big. Look at this one. A little sidewinder for you. I'm gonna go 3 on this one since it's a little longer. It's like a meatball sub, you know what I'm talking about? Oh, look at that. All right, that's unreal. Now it's time to find out, is it worth it and is it better than Chick-fil-A? Now, I have a lot of options here. It's kind of hard to choose, actually, I won't lie. Made my choice. And I will take this as a plate. All right, homemade bun, homemade pickles, homemade sauce. Let's see if it's the real deal. It's a good dunk. Oh my God, it's crunchier too. I know you probably can't see that, but that meat in there, holy, it is so moist. And the bread, not too heavy, perfect amount of fluff, nice spring back in the bread. Oh my God. Only thing this is missing is a little lemonade. Dang, now I'm mad I didn't make lemonade. Next time I make this, I'll make lemonade and fries to go with it. It'll be the ultimate Chick-fil-A meal made at home. But for now, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.